Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 5. So, we are still in the Vanity lands, of course. We were just about to start exploring them in earnest. However, I somehow got so distracted, I guess, by what was going on, what I learned, and the, I don't know, worrying perspectives in terms of what we might end up having to do after our little conversation with what's her face? What's his face actually? Something Skora, that's right. That I just stormed out of this place without ever having looked at this final room, which is kind of odd even for me. And yeah, sure enough, there is Dorikas. And I also completely forgot, in the same vein, I suppose, about this downstairs, that it's not actually currently visible, but that I had seen before. So let us actually talk to this person. Dorikas, apparently some sort of envoy from another Vanity nation, as we've been told. This is a Vanity library. There is where the knowledge of this race is stored in large blue crystals. You can see constant flickers of light under the surface of the stone, glowing traceries of words fading into existence and out again. A lone Vanity wanders among the crystals. Sometimes she reads something, sometimes she places her hand on the stone, and as you watch, the writing changes. Then she turns to face you. Unlike the other Vanity here, she does not seem shocked or intrigued by your appearance. Yeah, because she's from a Vanity nation the Vanity nation that actually was at war with the Empire, from what I gather. Yeah. I am Dorikas, she says. I keep knowledge. Do not be afraid. I have encountered your kind before. Yeah. Well, what do you do here? I am a guide. The Vanity here have just woken into a new strange world, one full of humans and their allies and their wars. I have made a great sacrifice and left my home and my sleep to guide them. I bring knowledge. I teach them your speech. I share what I can, and I fill their crystals with the learning they need, with history and new magic. You're the one who taught them our tongue? I did. I have had years to study it, as my nation dealt with the Empire and with Avernum. It made me very valuable, too valuable to sleep, not when I need to spread what I know to all Vanity. They must be taught and warned. You sacrificed your sleep, what do you mean? My nation of Vanity has begun the preparations for sleep. We have been too wounded and too maddened by our contact with your peoples. We need the calm the sleep brings. We will rest. The caves will heal and expel you in time. Yeah, we'll see about that. You said something about new magic? I can teach magic. I have been guided by Epiron Bok. I can teach you magic and make you strong so you can help to purge the chaotic elements from our world. Okay. You're not worried about teaching potentially powerful magic to your enemies? I suppose just the few of us probably aren't enough to worry you too much. I mean, fine by me anyway. Later, if you want magic, ask. I know rituals both magical and spiritual. Well, it's good to know. We will definitely take a look at that. For now, though, you've met my kind before, you said. I come from another Vanity nation, one that has dealt with your kind and that has fought it. When I served my apprenticeship under the mighty shaper Rentar Irno, I met the first humans to contact our kind. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe does the name just seem vaguely familiar from the past games? It's absolutely possible that we came across this NPC. In fact, it would make perfect sense to just reuse an NPC name from, maybe the first contact with Vanity. Because they are long-lived, right? And if she was the apprentice back then, still kind of young, that would all just line up perfectly, I suppose. But of course, it's been a long time, so yeah. Anyway, since I have learned and helped to deal with your kind, it has been hard. We fought your empire, and that was a mistake. Really? Rentar Irno, you mean that Rentar Irno? The one who raised your lands, the one who went mad, transformed herself into a crystal soul and attempted to destroy Avernum? Yes, that one. She is dead now. At last, she has peace. Did you help to attack the Empire? I was not directly involved. She doesn't elaborate. Well, not that it really matters in this situation. The first humans who met the Vanity? Yes, not the first humans to attack us. The first humans from Avernum to speak with us and make peace. Were it not for their courage, the war might have never ended. Tell me about them. It was long ago. It is hard to remember. Sometimes I'm not even sure whether there were 4 or 6 of them. I guess in the original Exile games, there were parties of 6, or up to 6. It's a neat little touch, although of course it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah, in this reality, I suppose, in this timeline, it was actually 4, and great heroes all. Although I don't remember their names specifically, but you know. Another question. Well, tell me about Thalons. This is the core of the awakening. It is where the first Vanatai emerge to clear the way to awake the others, or to return to sleep if it is not yet safe. Then, when we have emerged, this place will become a seat of magic and study and learning until the next sleep. Alas, this awakening has been hard. Thalons has had to struggle. How has it been hard? We are not fools. We do not sleep without mighty magic in place. Pity anyone who tries to enter Vanatai lands when the defenses are active. However, a mighty cavequake broke the line, letting in beasts and dark spirits. They attack the bodies or the minds of the sleepers. One such spirit is still under Thalons, and we have not had the ability to expel it. Ah, okay. So, good thing I did come here first, I suppose. Although, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, really. Either I wouldn't have been able to access the place with the dark spirit, or I would have just expelled it first and just collected my reward immediately. But, yeah, I guess we'll be spending some more time here before venturing out and exploring elsewhere. It seems like. Right, one such spirit. There's something... Well, obviously, maybe I can help. It would not be the first time your kind did tasks for us. We pay fairly for the effort. There is a Vanavoy in the caves under us. Once a Vanatai, but taken by a dark spirit in his sleep. Now destruction would be a mercy to it. If it is destroyed, I will give you knowledge in return. Okay, sounds good. Well, we have dealt with one Vanavoy already. Although that one was just freshly awakened, I guess, so probably a little bit weaker. But I'm sure it's not going to be a problem. Well, let's take a look at those magical rituals. Although, I mean, she's promising knowledge in return. Maybe just a free skill increase or a spell increase of some sort. Or access to some books around here, maybe. I haven't looked around yet. Of course, it could be, you know, reduction of tutoring prices here, but maybe not. Arcane Summon, Fire Blast. Wait. That is still not the highest level spell, is it? Is it? There would be Arcane Blow, I believe? So we still don't have access to that, interestingly. Anyway, Arcane Summon. This is the first of the 3 arcane spells. Spells of unmatched difficulty and power. It summons one huge dangerous creature to fight for you. Yeah, okay. 3, huh? Arcane Summon, Arcane something else, and then Arcane Blast? Well, obviously I can just look that up in a moment. We could... I mean, slightly expensive. I really don't remember if the last teacher we encountered was cheaper or more expensive than this. I mean, what would I increase? I guess Prismatic Shield. That definitely has come in handy. Although that being said, the higher the skill, the longer it lasts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I suppose I must have argued before that just moderation isn't really all that necessary. If it would increase the actual effect, then of course that would be a different matter. Fire Blast, of course, I have been using quite a bit, but that is also extremely expensive. Still, possibly worth it. But I mean, with a price like this, even if the difference, you know, if there is another trainer that offers this, and even if the difference is only like 10% or so, that would be quite substantial for something this expensive. For something cheaper, I guess I wouldn't matter. I wouldn't, you know, worry about it as much. But none of the cheaper spells are actually interesting. You know, none of the ones that I haven't already maxed out. So okay, good to keep in mind, I suppose, but nothing I need to learn immediately, I think. Let's take a look at this now. Return life. Well, okay. Higher skill restores him with more health. Sure. I mean, I suppose I will probably mostly want to cast this in combat if someone dies, so that would make sense. It's also not nearly as expensive as that Fire Blast, interestingly. As curing. Again, longer duration. Divine Fire. I mean, these really aren't all that expensive. I guess I'm just gonna spend a little bit of my huge wealth at this point. Might as well. Enduring Armor was the, yeah, like Enduring Shield, but better. This one doesn't even specify how leveling up improves it, but I'm guessing that it's also duration. I could level up Divine Fire again. Well, we definitely have not seen Return Life before. And I wonder if there's going to be another teacher after this. So I guess I'm just going to invest in one extra level of that. Sure, Divine Fire, there we go. Oh, we could learn that one additional time. You know, might as well, yes, okay, that's now maxed out. That's good. I think I'm good on the duration of, well, yeah. On the duration of the spells that I already have, so I'm not going to invest in that right now. Okay, finally found a way to spend some money in a hopefully useful way. When you stare deep within this crystal, you see something moving. It is writing. Words and illustrations float in and out of view. This is a Vanity crystal tome. Watching for a while reveals that the writing does not describe spells, recipes, or anything else useful. Well, not useful to us, I guess. The crystals probably store the history and culture of these people. You can't understand it. Invaluable to them, a disappointment for you. Well, same here, same here, and same here. All right, fair enough. Oops, no. I could take that, but that seems kind of rude. Is there? There is. Wow, I even tried to mouse over that. I still missed it. Yeah, these walls are by far the ones that make that hide hidden buttons the best. Interestingly. Aha. Strong days. Okay, good. Well, we've seen the general description for these before, so I'm not gonna read all of it. Strong days increased. Nice. Okay. Right. No access to this. It looks like there could be something hiding behind here. Perhaps there seems to be a small little chamber over that way, off of what's his face, Epiron box chamber. No hidden buttons here though, so maybe that's just all accessed from behind these or past these sleeping quarters. That we will only gain access to, it seems like, if and when it actually comes to open hostilities with these people, which it might not. Right, because there is actually one more thing that I didn't really pick up on while I was playing. I guess I was just in general too distracted, you know, as very much illustrated by the fact that I missed an entire room and forgot about a staircase. So in comparison to those very obvious things, this third thing is a little bit less obvious, but it's about the nope, that's the wrong one. It's about this quest that we inadvertently got from talking to this unfriendly person, Basic Tell, right? Who gave us these unclear, vague directions to leave the Vanity lands. So, you know, I was talking a lot last time about how we might actually not be able to avoid getting involved, and how we might have to pick a side here, and either openly fight these Vanity to be allowed to exit their lands to the east, or to actually turn against our fellow humans, which I really don't want to do. I mean, if it does end up coming to a decision between these two options, I will have to turn against the Vanity, because it's just role-playing wise, I can't justify doing otherwise, even though the humans that we would turn against are technically not our people. But I mean, still, it just seems extremely difficult to justify for us to decide to side with these aliens, right? Who we've only just met, and who have not really met us with a particular friendliness, or so I mean, basically they're just telling us that we can't proceed until we help them, and then they ask us to fight other humans, who we are on relatively good terms with, at least the people of Mak who we're supposed to deal with first, right? I would have less difficulty driving out the people of high ground, but again, it seems impossible for them to leave peacefully, or and I'm definitely not going to slaughter them all. So, long story short, if it does come to that, I am going to side with the humans against the Vanatai. But that all being said, what I didn't pick up on is that this here seems to offer us, or his directions seem to offer a way just out of this place. And in fact, it seems we have seen that tunnel, if you remember, last time or the time before last time, on that higher ledge in the underground section somewhere to the, I want to say, northeast of here, east and then north, one map. And that would line up with, the map north of here being that, what's it called again? Caribas place that we are supposed to cleanse. And apparently we're supposed to go there, then underground, and then east. Interesting, and unfortunate that it doesn't actually repeat the instructions here, but it was something like that. And that could potentially lead us to that ledge leading underneath the map that's here. I mean, I'm just using relative positions from the minimap display here. So yeah, underneath there, and just underneath the actual gate, and emerging somewhere past that, allowing us to actually bypass having to deal with Skorai Erno's quest. What's his name? Why can't I not remember that name? It's fine. Control panels. Lankian, Raid Lawyer. The Dark Presence. Where's the main quest? Northern Frontier. That's not the one. Right. We have also gained knowledge on the Mad Crystal, so we can return to Shankar and help her deal with that problem of hers. Hopefully. Of course, unfortunately, it does involve fighting that Mad Crystal, which I think we tried once when we first got there, and it seemed extremely powerful. So yeah, there's that. New passage. Verify. That's for Eperon Bog. I suppose we declined to take the quest from whatever his name is. That's why we don't actually have it. That would make sense. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Before I embarrass myself even more, let's take a look downstairs. Not that there aren't going to be plenty more opportunities to embarrass myself, really, no matter where I go. It's fine, though. Not a big deal. Come on. Save the game. Got a barrier there immediately. Let's take a look at everything else first, I guess. You begin to explore the tunnels under Thalons. Oh, also, they don't actually have a shop, do they? No. No, they don't. Which means that I can't sell stuff here, which is kind of inconvenient, and I also won't be able to buy, say, light sources, but obviously I can just do both those things by traveling back to really almost any human settlement. So, not a big deal, but I was kind of hoping to find such an opportunity here just for convenience. Anyway, the tunnels under Thalons. At the end of this passage you see a cavern containing several of the Vanatai crystal coffins. All of them are intact, undamaged, open, and empty. The Vanatai sleeping within have all been awakened. Many of them are probably upstairs right now. It is extremely cold down here, strange considering how warm this region is. You start to feel odd. You think that you hear whispers. Sometimes you catch a glimpse of movement out of the corner of your eye. Your training helps you to calmly recognize these signs. There is something unpleasant down here with you, a powerful presence, maybe Vanatai, definitely hostile. Okay. I mean, good to know. We'll just take these things then. Don't mind if I do. Okay, there's another magical barrier. And another one. Okay, I mean, I guess there's not much of a point in not dealing with any of these right now. Okay, there's something hostile. A specter. Doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, In fact, I'm just gonna do a mighty blow here. Good damage. Oh, right. There's another thing that I didn't notice while playing, but noticed in post-production, if you will. That has to do with that new sword that we acquired. Oh, okay, we got more specters that definitely didn't were not present in this chamber at first. Maybe they spawned behind us as we got this message here. Who knows? Anyway. Not a big problem. Newly upgraded Divine Fire. I guess it does deal more damage than it would have otherwise. Right, so we do have this Oozing Sword. I guess I'm just gonna check that out real quick. Yeah, Oozing Sword. The effect, the actual attack effect being called Oozing Blade for some reason. And of course I assumed that it was acid damage because, you know, acid resistance, just like the Fire Sword has fire resistance and actually deals fire damage. However, as it turns out, not only does it not apply acid, the debuff, but instead just a weaker poison, which would be nice, but the damage type isn't either of those, but apparently just physical damage, which, you know, kind of makes it worse than this. I mean, obviously the base damage is worse. And this gives energy resistance, which is more useful, although of course I'm not going to be using this for most of the time either way, so I'm not going to benefit from this energy resistance most of the time. It also does give more hit chance, not that I'm usually hit or, you know, have trouble hitting things. So I guess whether the sword gives 5 or 10% hit chance, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, if it's just physical damage and the weak poison debuff, that probably isn't going to make a big difference. I suppose this is just worse after all, and there's no reason to use that, unfortunately. If I could find, for example, a cold-based or even an energy-based sword that is otherwise the same stats, then swapping between the two would make sense. But yeah, as it is, unfortunately, it's not as good as I hoped it might be. Maybe I'm going to give it more, you know, a bit more of a thorough testing, but, you know, just to see here, yeah, it's just physical damage. I mean, the Spectre is poisoned for what it's worth. I guess I'm going to give it a chance to actually take that poison damage. See how much that's going to be. So I'm going to intentionally not kill it, even though I probably could have. Okay, so she is just stunned. Gotcha. Okay, we got more of them. I have not seen the Shade take any poison damage, even though a new round must have started by now. So that's, yeah, starting a new round. Spectre takes no damage. That must have been the poison damage that should have ticked there. So I guess these are... It's interesting that these enemies are not completely immune to poison, but resistant to the point of that small amount of damage that the poison would deal being completely negated. Oh. Well, unfortunate, but not too surprising, I guess. Still fatigued. You can move again. Do a mighty blow again. Oh, well, I mean, it's fine. At least that was a double hit. Stunned and poisoned, but again, I guess I'm gonna give it at least one more try against an enemy that actually will take poison damage, because I want to see just, you know, how much extra damage it could potentially add. I really doubt it's gonna be enough to make a difference, though, or to make the sword actually worth using. But, well, who knows. Boosted Smite, or not Smite, Repel Spirit, whatever. Okay. Flaming Sword. Okay. Again, that's a lot of damage. But it seems like this might have been the last of them. Okay. Oh, might as well top her off completely. Save the game. I doubt this was the Dark Presence. There is one more passage that we can explore without... without breaking any barriers. Okay. This is as far as we get. Interesting. There's... Well, obviously we will have to dispel some barriers to make any real progress here, and there's no problem with that at all. Although I suppose a party without any mages might run into trouble with, you know, just relying entirely on piercing crystals. Thankfully, we don't have to do that. Scroll of Madness. You have those. Okay, well, might as well start here. You feel an icy draft, and the barrier fades away. Okay. Oh, quick cast. Alright. I'm not sure what exactly made that one spawn, or if dispelling the barrier made it spawn, or if it had been around before. I'm gonna stay back here for the time being. Let it come to us, like so. Okay, yeah, because I kind of expected there to be more than one. That's typically the case. You know, if we're dealing with quick casts, maybe let's use some spells of our own. Wait, I had already reduced its armor. Oh, that's fine. These being undead, I guess they're also going to be resistant, if not immune to poison, so probably not exactly valid test subjects. Ooh, boy. Okay. Swafnir seems to be in immediate danger again. They're all quick casts. Right. Thought maybe one of them looked off color, but I guess not. Okay, do we just attack at this point, or cast more haste? And yeah, of course, I should have just cast haste on her last time. Should have expected even more than just those two quick casts. No, I think for now we're just gonna do this because, you know, they don't have that much health. I'd like to save Swafnir. Are they gonna take their turn before he does? God, now I don't know. I would really like to throw a Divine Fire at these three here. It was being attacked by this one. You know, I'm just gonna risk it. Whatever. I can always return upstairs, no problem, and I can even revive, so, you know, no big deal. Okay. Well, you will only be able to attack once either way, so let's just attack this one. Okay. It might... Okay, it did switch the target. So Swafnir got lucky. Just do this. Okay, this one's dead. Awesome. You can repel spirit, repel that spirit in particular. You take this guy, double hit, very nice. Well, this is not really gonna protect him if that guy should decide to come after him, but... Oh, it did! Wow. Okay, that was crazy. I really didn't expect that it would do that, but... Well, it did. Okay. It's fine. Just fireball. Repel, I could have boosted, whatever. Oh, he was stunned, that's fine. It's probably for the better. Okay. Seems to be a... Yeah, I don't know. Obviously these undead must be spawning somewhere. I hope that we once again dealt with all the ones that had spawned, that have spawned for now. Okay. Another barrier. Well, this seems like it might be where we want to be in terms of purging that dark presence. So I guess we'll do this again. Barrier fades away. No mention of any cold or icy drafts again. Surely something will happen here, though. Ah, yes. Which probably means that I'm gonna reload and buff. Although we still have some buffs going on, so... well, a buff, really. This chamber contains one of the Vannatai crystal coffins. You feel a sinister presence very strongly here. You doubt that anyone could miss it. Then a panel in the side of the crystal pillar swings open. Something within says, the voice is cold and rough, expelled by dusty lungs through a dry throat. Wasn't it swimming in liquid until just now? The creature does not get the response it was expecting. It steps out of the crystal pillar. It was one of the Vannatai who was frozen in the pillars. However, while it was unconscious, something possessed it. Now it is the Walking Dead. It is the Walking Dead. It is a Walking Dead, I guess. When it sees the person who has intruded into its lair, it responds immediately. Well, oh, literally Dark Presence. Okay. Didn't know that there was a proper name. Only 1,000 health, though, which is immediately suspicious. Okay. Well. Armor breakage it is. The undead Vannatai shouts a command. It is a hideous sound, and the effort of making it causes bits of dried Vannatai to fly out of its mouth. Ew. Sorry, Resluka. 3 glowing forms rise out of the pits and join you in the chamber. They swoop to attack. Yeah, that's typically how that works when the boss seems to be curiously low on health. Vengeful Shades, huh? Okay, these are just the ones that we've seen before, although they can hit pretty hard, so that's still problematic, especially since they're not gonna be crowd controllable, really. Okay, Dark Presence is cursed, which is kind of ironic when you think about it. Definitely not skimping on buffs this time around. Attack power is not active on everyone. In fact, it's mostly fallen off. Okay, physical protection. You just keep attacking this guy, I guess. Let's see here. Swap weapons, just for the fun of it. It's poisoned. I don't know, maybe it works differently from your typical undead. Okay, that was a very weak hit between the protection buffs and it being cursed, so that's nice to know at least. Just attack it. Okay. They're not dealing as much damage as I thought they might, so that's good. You know, just to be extra safe, I'm gonna slow the Dark Presence down. You are going to cast War Blessing. I did not cast Prismatic Shield because it doesn't seem like we're dealing with magical damage here necessarily. Although we'll see if maybe this guy has some magical attacks. And now we're gonna do a well-aimed Repel Spirit. 112, alright. Okay, 10 action points. So unfortunately I can't afford to swap my weapon. So we're gonna continue dealing more physical damage, which is, you know, probably not that much worse than the fire damage we could deal. And we did get lucky with 2 double hits here, so that's nice. Oh, you know, I actually did mean to haste Swafnir, but, you know, it's fine. Okay. Next round I definitely should throw in a safety heal. You know, just for good measure. Gonna haste you. Do another lightning. Yeah, you will definitely do a mass healing here. Mostly topping everyone off. Another 106 damage without any boost, so there you go. Fire weapon. Oh, that's... Okay, never mind. That's so much more damage. Holy crap. What's that? Oh, okay, that was a lethal blow. So I don't know how much... Was that a second double hit lethal blow? Because that was not that much less damage. Anyway, yeah, okay, the damage difference between fire damage and physical here in this case, lethal blow or otherwise, was definitely much, much greater than I expected. The undead Vanatai's body has been horribly damaged. The dark spirit inhabiting it can no longer make use of it. When it floats free, the corpse crumbles to the ground. The spirit looks like a long, insubstantial ribbon of mist. You cleave it in 2 with your weapon. Okay, good. I was really getting worried here that it might, you know, I don't know, do something much worse than that. Or, you know, anything worse, really. It dissolves and is gone. And it gone. The presence that possessed these caverns is gone. Yes. Thanks. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we're just gonna pick off the rest of these guys. The rest of these guys. Okay. You know, just a fireball to finish off this guy. Won't be able to hit both of these at once. I mean, we're going to be returning upstairs any moment now, so I really don't need to be stingy here. In fact, you can just throw in some divine fire for good measure. Can even do it twice, so why not? Oh wait, where'd you come from? Was this guy here a moment ago? I guess it must have been, but I thought... I don't know. You can run over here anyway. I could have sworn that... Oh, okay, more are just appearing. Yeah, that's kind of... As the monster dies, something horrible begins to burrow out of its corpse? Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. I guess that is just an effect of... I see. Of the boss dying. Because I was... yeah, I could have sworn. And I guess I was correct. That the initial description said that it summoned 3 of these shades. But now 3 more have spawned. You know, not a big deal. You can deal more damage, so you will. Nice. Very good. Mighty blow. Okay, never mind. There's... I hope it'll stop eventually, because it's getting a little bit worrisome. Okay. Is it just me, or are these dealing more damage than they should be? Well, let's see. Maybe these are the last ones. Definitely need to heal, just to be safe. Okay, it's another one down. And another one, and there is another one spawning. As the monster dies, something horrible begins to burrow out of its corpse. I mean, we're killing vengeful shades, and more vengeful shades spawn. What else could I be doing? There isn't anything here, so I guess it's just a matter of dealing with the rest of them. Huh. Very slowly starting to get a little bit worried about my remaining mana after all. Depending on how much longer this is going to keep going. Okay, we got yet another one. I mean, especially if we reached now that we've reached a point seemingly where they're only spawning or respawning one at a time, can deal with them easily enough. But yeah, I don't know. This is I'm not going to be able to do this indefinitely, is the thing. Are we good now? I'm gonna quick save. Now that the battle is over... Okay, that's normal. I thought the game might actually give me some sort of message confirming that we're really done here. But I mean, since no new ones have spawned in a couple of turns now, I guess we're safe. Huh. Ruined Helm, hello. +1 to Majory. Interesting. Majory and magical efficiency. 10 armor, 3 armor, but I mean, obviously, a couple points of physical protection are not gonna make me use this over the Caps of Thoughts. It's also, yeah, okay, this one's actually weighs almost nothing, has a lot of physical protection, whereas these caps that shouldn't weigh anything are 4 times as heavy, and you know. But still, I mean, if it were 2 Majory plus the extra armor, I might be tempted, because the magical efficiency is really just saving us a little bit of mana in the long run, which isn't typically a huge deal. But yeah, as it is, I mean, I guess I could theoretically use this just to save that little bit of extra weight if it would allow me to put something else on, but I don't know, it I don't really see how we're, or that we're going to need that extra weight capacity. I mean, if we find some sort of bow or some sort of ranged weapon, I guess it really could only be a bow, that gives some sort of magical bonus, passive magical bonus, then obviously we could, I might want to use this slot after all, but I don't know. I don't really see that happening. So I guess we're just gonna sell that one. It's fine. Assault crystal, yes, please. Mind shield. Speed elixir. Yep, got a bunch of those for what it's worth. Okay, just confirming, nothing, no buttons to press here. Okay, so I guess we have dealt with that dark presence. That's nice. Let's see if we can more or less safely explore the rest of this basement without getting attacked by more random undead. Because we don't really need to open that barrier because it obviously costs some mana every single time. There was nothing here. There is this closed gate, so maybe we'll find a mechanism for that somewhere around here. Interesting looking side chamber with absolutely nothing inside. Alright. Again, we don't need to deal with this. We could just walk the long way around. In fact, there's absolutely nothing stopping me from doing that. There were a bunch of cells here. That I guess we're just going to contain some extra treasure. Okay. That's a bit unfortunate. Save the game. See if those 2 extra points are going to make the difference. Oh, okay, good. If that hadn't worked, we, the second try at activating this would have just caused it to blow up in our face. So thankfully, we got lucky here. Armor elixir, sure. Sparkling wand. Yeah, okay. It's not that the reward was particularly worth it, or would have been particularly worth any additional risk. More mining crystal though, or mind crystals. That's nice. I am actually going to try and separate those into several stacks and only turn them in one at a time to see if we will actually unlock several more rewards. Because we've already turned in 69 all at once. And I wonder how many special rewards there are going to be for every, I don't know. Is there one for every 10 or every 20 or every 50 crystals, for example? Who knows? And just in case the engine is really limited in such a way that it can only hand out. We already checked this one. One reward per turn in, no matter if you technically qualify for several rewards. Anyway, long story short, gonna try that. And we'll see if we even get anything more. Beautiful crystals. Awesome. And that is actually that. Yeah, okay. Hold on, there's something here. Some kind of chamber. Maybe I did miss the one spot that actually has a hidden button. Of course, there could be... Oh, wow, that is sneaky. That is extremely sneaky. Now, did that actually open up something all the way... Wait. No, it would have been over here. There's no button here. That is still closed. Uh-oh. Grinding stone on stone. Oh, okay, hold on. There's something here. But that doesn't help us. Interesting. Okay, so that one was extremely well hidden. Well, all things considered. Is there maybe something in here that's otherwise... Oh, wait. We did find one here. Yeah, okay. Is there maybe another one in here? Nope. Okay, we did open that. Okay, alright. You did need to press both of those. Oh, hi there, lancing fungi. I was actually kind of getting ready to finish this episode here. But no such luck, it seems. Being said, any luck... Can you go there? Can you not go there? Okay, you can. Right, now none of them should be... Well, none of them are in our line of sight, so... We should be free to just do... this. Wait. Well, I suppose now you can rush forward. Okay, that's a good start. Fire damage seems to be working just fine on these. Actually, we'll see what kind of damage they deal. Physical, okay. So, no need for prismatic shield here. You can just go ahead and blast them all. Seems like this is going to be much less of a problem, much less of a hassle than previous encounters with similar enemies have been. However, it also seems like this is unconnected to this gate here, and this and whatever might actually be here. Yep, no buttons in here. That is unfortunate, but it's fine. Okay. Fireball for that one. Smite. Works just fine. Alright, good to know. Well, might as well move all the way forward to hit that one. Okay, more physical damage. Are those different? No. I thought their attack animation looked different before, but I guess not. Okay. Just do this for the sake of simplicity. That was close. Fire. 12. Wait, you can just freely move and still attack this one twice. And even finish it off. Okay, good. And we get Radiant Gauntlets. 15 to hit chance. I mean, it's neat and all, but yeah, it doesn't really compare to what we already have. Not that this one, that these give him any combat-related bonus, really, but he also doesn't need the hit chance. So, well, thanks for the money, I guess. Blessed Shield, yeah. Obviously, also no combat bonuses, fine razor discs, just more money. And again, just double checking, no buttons, no nothing. Nothing on the ground here. Okay, so I'm gonna just do one final quick check. Nothing here. We did check this. We did walk up to this barrier. Maybe this will, yeah, maybe Dorikas will actually open that for us remotely, now that we've helped her. Nothing visible here at all. So, yeah, actually it looks like basically this here conceals a room, right? You can just barely see a little stub of a wall there as well. In fact, there's something here as well. I wonder. And up here as well. Okay, maybe there is more hidden in this place. I mean, it's as easy as just hitting you everywhere to make sure that there are no buttons that I'm overlooking. Nothing here. Nothing here. There couldn't really be any buttons here that I can't see. I did definitely check here, and there's nothing visible at all. Okay, but yeah, maybe there is a follow-up quest. Could be as easy as that. So before I drive myself crazy over... And there's something here as well. Wow. I mean, I was looking at the map before. There's something here as well? Okay. Now I'm wondering if some of these... walls were not actually... recognizably hiding anything before. But I'm sure they were. I just didn't see it. Even though I was specifically looking at it. But, it's fine. Yeah, 50-minute mark, but we can at least go ahead and turn in the quest. and see if there's going to be a follow-up. I killed that Vanavoy you were keeping downstairs. You were, well, keeping. Sounds like they were keeping it as a pet or on purpose or anything, but anyway. I know, we all felt refreshed when its dark presence was no longer distracting us. Your service to us must be repaid. There is a gate downstairs. Ah, okay. I have had it opened. It will let you reach crystals of learning. Share in our magic. Crystals. Plural. I like that. Okay. That's good to know. We're going to take a look at those next time, though. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.